The correlates of divorce indicate facts, behaviors, or attitudes whose presence predict divorce. These correlates are divided into demographic factors, behaviors before marriage, and behaviors after marriage.
We're seeing a lot of the 30s and 40-year-old somethings who happen to be this married single mom, where if you don't know what that means, it's really where a mom is doing it all and their spouse isn't really participating. So you have mom who's waking the kids up, getting them ready for school, taking them to school, then going to her 9-to-5 job, and then coming home and doing dinner and extracurricular activities and doing homework and whatever it needs to be. And their husband is still just going to work, coming home, doing nothing, going to bed, and playing on their phone. And so these moms are getting resentful, and now they're standing up for themselves. The times have not caught up with the gender roles. And I think that's why women now in their 30s and 40s are really deciding that why, if I'm single at home with my spouse, why can't I just be single and be single?
Demographic factors are mostly related to an individual, and they include parental divorce, parental attitudes towards divorce, growing up in a single-parent home, getting married young, poverty, and an overall negative view of life.
Why my household only had one parent in it?
Golden question of every broken home.
You know, I would go to my friends' houses and I would see, you know, their mom, their dad there. You know, I would see their dads, you know, doing stuff with the kids, right? I'll get emotional here. And yeah, that would that made me question, right? Like, why is this happening?
Girls with no fathers in the home have lower self-esteem. Okay, fine, that sucks, but also women with low self-esteem are more promiscuous. No father families more likely to be victims of abuse, especially with single mothers. The more opportunities a child has to interact with biological father, the less likely they are to commit a crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes. Now here's something that no one else has mentioned, which I think is cool, and I don't really say this eloquently. If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. So if we want to keep children, adults, out of prison, mother, father, or just father. Well, we don't want to hear just father, so let's try to keep the families intact. I think that just seems better.
Behaviors before marriage include premarital sexual behaviors, premarital cohabitation, premarital pregnancy, and premarital childbirth. Post-marriage behaviors include the quality of communication patterns and issues arising from emotional exchanges.